Hey guys, Dr. Slavic here, but you can call me Orgasm. We're here playing some Soul Calibur V today with some character creation. I want to explain that Spyro has been delayed because there's been a terrible recording accident, but I'm going to be getting on that tonight. So, I'll probably have it uploaded tomorrow, from whenever this is posted. So this is Soul Calibur V. It's a fantastically fun fighting game, very unique because you fight with weapons and armor in 3D, and it has an incredibly deep character creation. So, our first character, I'm just showing them off because I should upload a video and not sit around like a lazy lout, or crap, as it were. Our first character here is Yaaay, or Joan of Arc, from France. She's armored, and she fights Hilda style with a lance and sword. We'll do a mock battle here and I'll show you. Yep, I will definitely show you. Oh dear, that's fuzzy. See, stabbing, jabbing, kicking, more kicking. It's rather aggressive fighting style with some interesting combo associated moves. You can grab opponents, whoa, and stab them. This is what, this is what's called a critical, I don't even know what it's called anymore. It used to be a critical finish, but critical edge. Yes. So, that's Joan of Arc. Woo! Next up is loading. Yes. Next up we have Lyn from Fire Emblem 7, or just Fire Emblem. She fights Mitsurugi style because his style of sword is similar to her fighting style of sword and whatnot. Green hair, blue thingy. She's wearing a corset in case her shirt falls off, which can happen. Ooh. Mock battle. To show you. I probably won't really do mock battles for the characters whose fighting styles I've already shown, just because you've already seen them. But I'm mostly here to show off what I've made. As you can see, Edgemaster here uses it too. So you can just stab and stab.
I'll end this. Brace yourself.
So Lyn is awesome. I probably won't show a whole lot of these, just enough so you can get the idea. After Lyn, loading. There's awkward loading scenes. Don't worry, we'll go back to awesome Spyro. We have Garter Belt from Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. I got the idea because there's an afro in game. I'd like to note that not all of these characters are perfect. Garter Belt especially, his fighting style doesn't really match him. It's unarmed, which is great, but parts of the moveset allow him to grow wings and shoot lasers from his eyes. Yes. But this is Garter Belt. Next up, I'll just look at him a bit more. Oh yeah. From the same series we have Stocking with T in the portrait on the side. Unable to do quite as much with the clothing as some of the other characters, though it still clearly resembles her. She's got the striped stockings, of course. Unfortunately, you have to have two, you can't have one, so she still has a sword and two stockings. Which means it's not quite accurate, but maybe she just stole one from someone. And her hand is going, yes, through the Okay. That's stalking. And finally, from that same series, is Panty. Who's wearing very small mini dress, bracelets, stilettos, and that's literally it. Oh, and earrings. It stops looking like I'm trying to... Oh, earrings. Her fighting style, there's no gun in the game, so instead I gave her the most seductive, sexual, dirty, whorish moveset I have available, which is Ivy. And she fights with a spiked rose sword thing. Which... as you see, is a whip sword, and you can go like behind people, and you go. There we go. You can do things like that. As you can see, kind of fits her. So that's Panty. There's nothing to talk about with this game, so I'm just sort of explaining the characters. Yay, what to do? Wait till Spyro! You'll love it! This is Alice from Alice Madness Returns. I'll just say that. Kind of spooky looking. She's got a dress and hair. If you couldn't guess. What's she wearing under there? What is she? Is there an undo button? No. Okay. Well, nonetheless. Oh! That's interesting. Wow, okay, why is she wearing that? No, wait, no. Do not save. That would be bad. So she's wearing that. Okay. Then we have, from Half-Life, Gordon Freeman, which I'm actually fairly impressed I was able to make using mostly medieval armor, and he looks fairly accurate. He's got the orange armor, he's got the glasses. So I want Gordon Freeman to be my dad. His weapon's a dragon cane, though it's supposed to look more like a crowbar for obvious reasons. That's just my little character that I made up. He's just Russian-ish. Kind of. He's old. He's cool. Then we... thrilling, isn't it? Then we have Woody from Toy Story, which I think is fairly almost perfect. I was really impressed when I made this, so I'm happy. He fights with Don Pierre style, which is one of my favorites, but I'm not here to play the game. That would be silly. This is an art show. Oh, hi Woody's chest. I'm not looking at that Woody's chest normally. From Italia, we have Grandpa Romer, the Roman Empire. Fully decked out in Roman armor, looking extremely sexy, of course. He can fight with pretty much any weapon. He's got a cape. I'm really proud about this one. Look at that. Look at that body. He works out. Yes. Oh, yay. Then from Vocaloid, I guess from Vocaloid? Yeah. Then the Vocaloid, Rin, in the Daughter of Evil, Servant of Evil clothing. She fights with a yellow rose, because that's really symbolized in the songs. She's got bows, and I like this. I'm very happy with this one. Her voice, I can't get her right, though. So she sounds really high-pitched and annoying, which isn't right. And of course, if I have Rin, I must have Len in a suit. Oh. He fights with Hilda, which you saw with Joan of Arc, so he's very knightly and protective. Yay! Yes. From Italia again. we have Ukraine, because this is a fighting game. And if you have a fighting game, you have to have a character with big boobs. And, in essence, Ukraine is big boobs. Ukraine is big... Okay, I said that right. Yes. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I like Ukraine as a character too, so it's not like, I'm just in it for the boobs, I say, zooming in on them. Next, from real life, we have William Shakespeare. Famous playwright, and he's now a fighter. I think he looks pretty badass. The way he looks... Oh, I can't say that word. He looks pretty bad arse. He fights with a floating skull. Alas, poor Yorick. We hardly knew ya. I think I should probably read more Shakespeare. This is Niccolo Machiavelli. From real life, but I based him on Assassin's Creed because he's awesome. So he deserves to be a character. He fights with a sword like a nobleman. Nothing really else about him. He's just cool. Next, we have Miku from Vocaloid, who was originally going to fight with a leek-like weapon, but the closest thing to a leek was husk of corn, and I didn't really think that worked. So, oh hey, she's wearing shorts. So instead she has this, because it looks really cool and digital. Awesome. Next we have a loading screen. Gambit from X-Men. I really like this one too because it came out just like I wanted it to. He comes fully fleshed out with metal boots, his red shirt, his jacket, gloves. He's got everything. And he fights with a staff. No throwing cards, which is really upsetting. I wish he did. So we're not... After that we have Jubilee from X-Men. Again, I'm really happy with this. Everything really worked out when I was making those two characters. They had all the stuff I needed. So that's really awesome. Jubilee and Gambit are my favorite X-Men characters. I don't ship them. I don't ship them. From Assassin's Creed again, multiplayer, we have the Doctor, who fights with a syringe. Well, it's a screw, but it's a syringe. And he also can shoot lasers from his eyes and grow wings and fly. Seems to be a recurring theme with these characters, unfortunately. And you can see his hair, so what are you gonna do? From Marvel, or more specifically the Avengers, we have the Incredible Hulk. Because the Avengers was an amazing movie, so I made the Hulk. Who also has wings and can shoot lasers and stuff. But we don't care because he's the Hulk. He can do what he wants. Then we have possibly my favorite, who I am going to show fighting for because it's perfect. We have Hawkeye from the Avengers movie. Fully equipped with a bow, arrow, a quiver, his black suit. He looks perfect. And even though there's no bow and arrow weapon in the game, there might as well be, because this is perfect, how he fights. So we wait, and we wait for it to load. So we got all the kicks, he can stab with the arrow, pound with that. His real weapon are two daggers, but they're so perfectly covered by the bow and the arrow, they might as well not be there. This is Jeremy Renner's finest moment. So that's Hawkeye, and I have two characters left I just recently made. The second one is definitely a joke. The first one, it's kind of a joke. We have Little Red Riding Hood, or just named Red Riding Hood, except I didn't name her. So you have to see this. Oh god, is this going to be less than 12? It's not, is it? Close enough. They gave me a red hood, they gave me a basket, and a rolling pin for weapon, so I made them what they clearly wanted, Red Riding Hood. Nothing much, just to make. And since I made her, I had to make the big bad wolf. I probably should have refrained from making the big bad wolf, because he is, certainly big. I have no comment on this one. So, those are just the characters I have currently made. Somebody asked me to show them a few characters. If you have any characters you suggest I make, I can totally make them. Tell me if you want to see more of this kind of the gameplay, and actually like online fighting and stuff, or the story maybe. And just know I'm recording Spyro right after this, so I'll have that up immediately because it's been a while, and we can't have that wait. And other than that, that's all, so hasta la pasta.